On this episode of Dog Details, the Siberian Husky. The Siberian Husky is a medium-sized working dog, weighing between 35 to 60 pounds. Of course, females are on the smaller end and males larger. They stand 20 to 23.5 inches at the withers, which is much smaller than their similar-looking cousin, the Malamute. They have great facial expressions, which can be curious, friendly, or mischievous. His ears are triangle-shaped and stand erect. His tail is bushy and fox-like, and can be carried up over his back or held low. Their almond-shaped eyes can be blue, brown, bi-eyed, where one eye is blue and one eye is brown, or split-eyed, where there is more than one color in one eye. And the blues and browns can vary from gray or light icy blue to green, and from light amber to very dark brown. They have a thick double coat that comes in a variety of colors and patterns. In fact, there are so many recognized colors and patterns that I'm not even going to mention them all here. But some of the most common colors are black and white, agouti and white, gray and white, red and white, brown, and black. Their coat is also naturally clean and dirt resistant, so they should not have a doggy smell. If he does, then most likely you're bathing him too often. Overbathing strips the natural oils from his coat and dries the skin, causing all kinds of issues, including skin irritation. A Siberian needs to be brushed often, but they can go long periods of time without baths. Most Siberian Huskies blow their coats twice a year, but it may only happen once a year depending on where you live. This happens just before summer to prepare for the summer heat, and also just before winter, which is when the new undercoat comes in to prepare for cold weather. If you live in a warm climate and think your Siberian is too hot, do not shave his coat. Instead, allow him to naturally blow his coat and brush him every day. This will help get rid of the thick undercoat until it starts to regrow for the colder weather. Siberian Huskies' ancestors were bred by the Chukchi tribe, which lived in northeastern Asia along the Chukchi Peninsula. The Siberian Peninsula points, or I should say reaches, toward Alaska. The Chukchi bred and kept the dogs as companions and sled dogs. They were ideal sled dogs as they didn't require much food, and they were and are able to pull light loads at a great distance. The usual number of dogs to a hitch is 6 or 8. However, the heavier the load, the greater the amount of dogs. It was not uncommon for the Chukchi people to borrow dogs from friends. This way, they could hitch up to 18 dogs for very heavy loads. When the Siberian Husky first arrived in America in the early 1900s, he was called the Chukchi dog. But as the breed gained popularity, the name was officially changed to Siberian Husky. The first Siberian Huskies arrived in Alaska in 1908. The breed was barely noticed, and when a Russian fur trader by the name of William Gusak entered his team in the All-American Sweepstakes race of 1909, he was made fun of because his dogs were much smaller and finer boned than the other sled dogs in Alaska at that time. But Gusak had the last laugh, as he and his team finished third in the 408-mile race. In 1935, a diphtheria epidemic broke out in Nome, Alaska. The only way to reach the town and deliver the life-saving serum was by dog sled. So 20 mushers and around 150 dogs set out on a relay of 674 miles. The journey was completed in 5.5 days, and the town and surrounding areas were saved. The lead dog, Balto, from Gunnar Kayson's team, completed the final stretch of 55 miles into Nome and quickly became a celebrity. but it should be known that it was Leonard Sapala's lead dog, Togo, who covered the longest stretch of 260 miles. I should also note that both Togo and Balto belonged to Leonard Sapala. I wish I could share a picture of both Togo and Leonard. However, I am unable to find any public domain pictures. Apparently, some of them will become public domain in 2021. But to just describe Togo, he was a small dog weighing only about 48 pounds. He was black, brown, and gray, and he was 12 years old when he led his team in the life-saving relay race. The Siberian Husky is good-tempered and affectionate. This is a people-oriented, friendly dog that should not be shy or fearful around new people. This type of personality does not make him a good guard dog, but he does have the potential to scare people away who are unaware of the breed's friendly personality because of his wolf-like looks. Speaking of wolf-like looks, people sometimes confuse Siberian Huskies along with other breeds like Malamutes for wolf dogs. They are not. Yes, the Siberian and Malamute are popular to cross with wolves, as is the German Shepherd. It is also common to breed a Siberian to a Malamute, which is called an Alusky, and also a Siberian to a German Shepherd. Both of these can result in a very wolfy appearance. But Huskies, such as Siberians, Malamutes, and other Spitz-like breeds, are descended from a long line that was established many thousands of years ago. Unless they are crossed with a wolf, they are a dog. I bring this up because unfortunately, many Husky mixes are commonly mistaken for wolf dogs. Wolf dogs are illegal in some states, so when a Husky enters an animal shelter, the dog might be put down. If it is truly a wolf dog, shelters could contact a wolf dog rescue. The rescue could keep the wolf dogs in their sanctuary and well cared for, or they may find them an appropriate, responsible forever home. The Siberian is usually good with both people and other dogs. They do, however, have a high prey drive, so if you have small animals, you will want to be careful and vigilant, as they may fall victim to the Siberian. Due to their predatory instincts, the Siberian might not be able to resist the chase. It is easy to fall in love with the Siberian Husky, but this is not a breed for everyone. They will need to be exercised daily, and because of their strong desire to run, it is not recommended that you ever let them off leash. If they take off running, they could quickly find themselves lost or in trouble. They are escape artists and need a securely fenced yard. It's easy for them to jump or climb over a 6-foot wall or fence. They are also like contortionists and can squeeze through a small opening. Do you have a pristine lawn and want to keep it that way? Then don't get a Siberian. Their favorite pastimes are digging holes and howling. So many of the breeds that I've already featured are easy to train and eager to please. The Siberian Husky is not. He's very intelligent and has a mind of his own. He can be very independent and stubborn. But with that, he also does not like to be left alone. If you leave him alone and to his own devices, you may come home to find your furniture or household belongings have been destroyed. So, is the Siberian Husky the breed for you? If you already have or have had Siberians, tell us about them in the comments and whether or not you would recommend them to others. All dogs are individuals, so not all dogs will perfectly fit the breed standard. Until next time, thanks for watching Dog Details.